All right, on the drive back from the bodybuilding gym by my house, Boise Iron Gym, owned by Jeremiah and his Great Dane Biggie. This was week 2, day 2 of the Road to Anywhere squat program. I had 5 sets of 6 at 365. First set was honestly the hardest. I did power cleans before this, which I didn't film, but I felt like I'd warmed up adequately. I did my typical thing, but I don't know, I was not calloused to the effort that this was going to require. But second set felt way better, and it was pretty smooth sailing until that last set was challenging. But you know, I was still within myself, absolutely. So yeah, the first set I was thinking I was in for the long haul today, and it was definitely challenging, but not what it seemed like it was going to be from the effort of that first set. Shitty camera angle here. I was in the rack that I do not prefer because a trainer had some lady doing Zercher reverse lunges into good morning, single leg good morning superset thing, which was a combination I had never seen before. So that was interesting to observe. But let's see, biggest problem here is that on the first rep of every set, I do not establish my back angle early enough. I am not getting my chest down enough to get my ass back and set up good hip drive out of the bottom. You're gonna have less of that on a high bar squat than a low bar squat, but you still want to have that activation of the posterior chain teed up as you're initiating out of the bottom. So I really need to work on that, because if I am not getting a good back angle on my 1 rep max, there is no room for error with that. There is not a second rep where you can correct it, and it's theoretically maximal. So if you do anything wrong, you're not going to get it. So that's my big thing to practice. I'm going to try and look lower, especially when I'm squatting in front of a mirror. I really tend to look higher than I should. So I want to pick out a spot lower on the wall, maybe even try the baseboard on Monday and see if that'll help me get my chest down earlier on those first reps. So I really think that's going to be the make or break thing for me technically in this block, is preparing to take a heavy squat and establish proper back angle early in the rep. Instead of doing the first squat like really upright, kind of timidly, all quad, and then kind of easing my way into the hip drive as the set progresses. I don't know how many more sessions these tights have in them. The holes continue to elaborate. They are colonizing the middle portion of the tights, spreading slowly upward through the thigh, starting to look like I bought these off of a Hot Topic bargain rack. But nonetheless, I refuse to replace them until I absolutely have to. I did splurge and buy myself a 3-pack of Tommy John's underwear, so I now have 6 pairs of underwear without holes in them, which may be a PR, actually. That may be a lifetime personal best. The diet's been going well in the sense that I am making myself uncomfortably full 4 times a day, and the weight is ticking up. Weekly average was 201.5 so far, Monday through Friday of this week, so that is trending upwards nicely. That's morning fasted, pre-poop, pre-water, so I'm just getting on the scale to take that kind of and establish a consistent benchmark for my trajectory with my weight. So here I film my accessories today. I've got seated leg curl. Didn't quite set the bar to the right position, so I had to adjust after the second rep. Really like these. I was seeing a little more movement in my lower back here than I wanted, so I dropped down from 180 to 160. I think a set of 6 with 180, and then 2 sets of 6 with 160, getting a good ROM at the top, a good stretch. I'm trying to brace my abs as if I'm doing a squat on this, but I find that if I allow myself to release that a little bit at the top of the movement and let my back go into extension, almost like I'm doing an RDL, I get a better stretch on the hamstring. So I'm still playing around with the torso position there. Yeah, I did leg extensions after the leg curls. You may have seen I got the pad for extra ROM. Get a really good stretch on those. They're a low fatigue cost, high stimulus movement for the quads. Here I'm doing that infamous good girl machine, trying to train the adductors and prevent strains. I'm just doing 2 sets here, a top set and a back off. This was the top set with a measly 80 pounds. I am getting a good ROM though, letting it stretch those adductors out. And here is my sort of like a hip extension motion for the day. On Monday and Friday, I do one kind of leg curl and one hip extension. Today is seated leg curl, and then this 45-degree back extension with like a glute ham bias. I don't love the kettlebell for this. It feels like I'm getting more of a bicep pump than I want. I switched over to some plates stacked, but I may end up with the bar on my back, just because that's going to be the easiest way to continue to load it. But this was a 70-pound kettlebell, well, 32 kilograms, which is like 70.4 pounds, for an 8er, a set of 8. Not filmed were my hanging leg raises, which feel great on the lower back, my token sets of calves, and then the power cleans at the beginning. But that is a wrap for week 2 of the Sika Strength Road to Anywhere program. I will be back on Monday with week 3, day 1.